Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope for the 21st Sunday of Ordinary Time. Today's Gospel from St. Matthew gives us a conversation between Jesus and his disciples, and specifically Jesus and St. Peter. Conversation between Jesus and Peter is pretty common in the New Testament, and we've had many examples of them. Today, Jesus says to all of them, "Who do people say that I am?" You know that he asks that question. And Peter comes around to saying, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus says to him, "No mere mortal has said that to you, Peter. You have learned that because of my Father in heaven." It was inspired, divinely inspired. And then he goes on to tell him, "Blessed are you, Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whose sins you bind, they will be bound, and whose sins you release, they shall be released." It's a wonderful exchange. And I think, again, why did that go to Peter? Peter had made so many mistakes. This gospel is such good news for each and every one of us. Peter was so wrong so many times. Peter was so bumbling. Peter always seemed to have his foot in his mouth. And yet Jesus says, "You are a rock, and on this rock I will build my church." Wonderful, wonderful message for us today, that God never tires of giving us another chance. Ours is a God of second chances. God never tires of calling us, never tires of using us, despite our obvious flaws, despite mistakes, despite our weaknesses. Sometimes I fear that when we feel weak, we relieve ourselves of responsibility for furthering the kingdom of God. But God doesn't relieve us. God doesn't dismiss us. God doesn't send us away. Our God is a God of second chances, who counts on us even with all our mistakes and all our flaws. The gospel today gives us encouragement and says, people, step up. Be the disciple that you are. God bless you.